Okay, here we are we have a little pond in the backyard that we have actually put in some fish that we have gotten at a local pond. Let's see if Tyler has actually got anything. There's a lot of green stuff. You want to go ahead and put your catch into the bucket, Tyler. A lot of green stuff. We've got some little lily pads, and the green stuff is all algae. Tyler, do we need to get rid of a lot of the algae that's in our pond?
Kind of.
A little bit. If there's too much algae, it can really start rotting and decaying, but a little bit is definitely natural, and we pretty much just let this pond feed itself. So we've got lots and lots of little dragonflies in there, and snails and water striders come in, and other things like that from local natural ponds around here. And the snails, etc., will feed on, and we have little isopods in there. We'll show you some of those later, but they feed on the algae, and then the fish feed on the isopods and the water striders and all the other insects that are in there, and on the snails. Hey Tyler, you're pulling out some of the dead leaves and some of the algae so that maybe we can see stuff. Do you think you got some fish?
Definitely, I can see them.
You got some fish because you definitely see some. Wow, I see fish shapes, but only because I'm looking for them. This is definitely a lot harder to see these fish.
Like in an actual pond, the tub isn't like a white tub.
That's right, it would be a dark background.
Like all with mud.
Okay,
so
nice.
It would be like impossible to see them.
So can we see these fish a little bit better? How do we pick up fish? Now, if you don't know what kinds of fish things are, you shouldn't pick them up yourself by hand, but we know that we have a couple different species of fish
One way that I sometimes do it is I get them like up against the side, kind of. Oh, these ones.
They're kind of very scared of you, and they should be because they're afraid they're about to be dinner.
We'll go from underneath and pick it up.
Oh, wow, look at that. Oops, Sam, we lost it.
I'm going to go like this and try to cup it.
Can you try to get another one then?
I'll try to get that same one.
Okay. Oh, that one's a beaut. Look at that. It's a real deep-bodied fish, so it looks thin from above, but when you flip it on its side, it has it's basically very, very tall and thin. Big mouth there, and those beautiful, that's fine. That's called a pumpkin seed. It's a kind of sunfish.
You can really see how slim it is from the top.
Yeah, we have actually at least 2 species of sunfish in our pond. Those really pretty pumpkin seeds that those nice bright blue stripes on their face. And then we also have bluegill sunfish. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and here we have a
Hey, they look kind of blue over there.
Yeah, they have a little blue on them and shiny. And when you look at, you point to where their operculum is? The operculum is it's a little flap that covers their gills.
Right,
and their gills are where water comes in and over and they get their oxygen, kind of like your lungs. Whoops. Oh, yep, we breathe air.
We could maybe look at it better on the pumpkin seed.
There we go. Yeah, look. Can you see that red dot? So there's a red dot on the behind the black dot. Oh, and as he's flopping his mouth open and closed, you can see the real big red underneath that flap. Yeah, the operculum is the flap, and then that red stuff underneath are the gills where they're getting oxygen and breathing. But if you look at that black dot with the red dot right behind it, okay, let's go ahead and put him back in for a second. That tells you that that's not a bluegill, because a bluegill doesn't have that red dot. It just has the black dot. So the red dot tells you not a bluegill.
See how the bluegill doesn't have the red dot.
No, it has a little black dot, but no red dot. So those are 2 different species of fish in the sunfish family. All right, and the other kind of fish we have, so the sunfish are native to this area, which means you would naturally find them occurring in usually a pond, sometimes a stream, although a lot of people do stock them. But a non-native fish that is one of the most commonly stocked fish around here. In other words, people purposefully put them in their ponds and get nice big populations because bigger fish like to eat them. These are golden shiners. So you can see that the body is a lot thinner, more like a cigar shape. If you can put them flat for a sec, Tyler, there, maybe with just a little bit of water in there, but a much thinner body. Is not as tall as the sunfish. And they're both going to be fish.
Look like they have red fins.
They do, because this is in their breeding season. Can you grab one of the smaller ones who might be not ready to find a mate yet? Let's see if we can find a younger one. So a lot of fish.
The younger ones are smaller and faster.
Yeah, when they get ready to lay their eggs, they are going to put on some pretty colors to say, I'm ready to have lay my eggs. But the younger ones, yeah, they don't have those really bright fins. Huge eyes, though, in both of the fish species. Yes, because these are going to be visually oriented predators. They're going to be predators that find their food by looking. They both have
big eyes for their size.
Yeah, so, okay, right there, you just had a sunfish and the shiner, two different species of fish, and
they both
height of them is really, really different. We've got a deep-bodied on your right here. You've got the sunfish, a real deep body to it, and then you got the shiner, a much thinner body. If you're a deep-bodied fish, it's going to be a lot harder for other fish to eat you because they can't get their mouth around you, but you're not going to be able to typically swim as rapidly as the thinner ones. So you got different trade-offs. Beautiful. All right, let's put them back in the water so that they are happy.